Very Tennis Park in Montreal. Peter Young with Virginia Wade and Don Fontana. This is the final of the Players' Challenge. Gabriela Sabatini won the first set 6-1. Natalia Zvereva is serving. Everything Zvereva does, Sabatini has an answer for.
Certainly does. Very good application. Yesterday as well, she just was sheer determination, Gabby, and a very good game plan, and likewise today.
A little bit fortunate there for Zvereva.
Yeah, that time I don't think she actually intended that low slicing ball, did she?
She cannot afford to fall behind early in the second set. And vitally needs to win her opening service game. Exactly, Peter.
15-30. 15-30.
Trying too many drop shots, and Sabatini is geared for them.
Sabatini very fast. Two great points for Sabatini.
Sabatini just so good on retrieving on the backhand side. They were difficult shots, those two, and then she made a perfect passing shot. All three backhands under extreme pressure.
Nobody was going to get that.
Another great drop shot by Zvereva, and you have to make a great shot to beat Sabatini today. She is all over the court.
30-40.
Thought that serve might have just clipped the line.
Sabatini opens the set with a service break. Zvereva has only held service once. It's 1-love, second set. The Players' Challenge continues in a moment. Zvereva's high service percentage really didn't mean anything in that first set. 15 unforced errors in her column, and the two aces on Sabatini's column made it an easy 6-1. First set, 30 minutes. Okay, 15 all.
Well, she has Zvereva on the ropes all through that point as well. Didn't quite get away with the winner that she had tried. And actually a little expression of displeasure then. Usually there's no reaction from Sabatini. Great shot.
You know, we've often said, Virginia, that her forehand is her weaker side, but you certainly can't tell that by today's play. It's been awesome.
I really think her forehand is just an awfully good shot. It's just that she falls out of position a bit when she hits it. Well, you can see the desperation creeping in, and it's actually a real shame that we aren't able to see Natalia at her best today, because she really is a joy to watch when she's hitting all these fun shots.
We saw her at her best yesterday.
And the day before. That'll do.
Well, she had to make an unbelievable shot to win a point.
40-30.
Now watch and see how far out of court she is, not only just to get the ball back, but to hit a winner from that angle was just some magnificent tennis.
40-30. Wind taking balls from left to right on your screen. Two love, Sabatini, second set.
And of course, the real reason that Natalia is not being able to show us her great tennis is purely because Sabatini is just totally overwhelming her. And I would imagine the only thing she can do is try to take away some of the angles from Gabby's game, keep the ball deep and probably a little bit more up the middle, but very difficult to do. Slightly gusty conditions.
Serving with new balls. And that one just floated long.
I know I keep talking about Gabriela's practice sessions, but she has this coach, Angel Jimenez, who's a ex-Davis Cup player for Spain. He's very little, and he gives us such good practice sessions. Well played.
15 all.
15 all.
Up the line. 30-15.
Tell you, you have to make a near perfect shot to beat Sabatini today and throughout this week.
Just as well, it was a let.
Sabatini gained a great deal of confidence with that straight set win over Chris Evert yesterday.
And this girl does some amazing things with the ball. That ball, she had just scraped back and made it bounce funny, and then followed it up with that really tremendous passing shot. She just comes up with some of the most enterprising shots, this young player.
Zvereva holds serve, and Sabatini leads the second set 2-1. The Players' Challenge continues after this.
Sabatini leads 2-1.
Gabriela Sabatini serving 2-1 second set. She won the first 6-1. This is the final of the Players' Challenge.
Love 15.
It's a good tactic and it paid off, but I was surprised that after that excellent service return, she didn't move quickly into the net. She's got to begin to put Sabatini on the defensive. Sabatini has controlled this entire match.
Because that second serve is just awfully short, isn't it? And when it is as windy, she gets a little insecure and puts more spin on, and inevitably it actually ends up almost halfway only up the service court.
It's a very short second serve, and Chris Evert yesterday was also unable to take advantage of it.
That was good. Probably held in by the wind.
Love 40 and 3 break points. The first break points for Zvereva in quite a while.
Better serve then, and Gabby obviously thought that wasn't going in. Wind held it.
This is where Zvereva must concentrate. Boy, that was a big first serve by Sabatini.
15-40.
I think she should step inside. Can't see it on the monitor, but Zvereva should step inside the baseline to return these second serves.
30-40.
Well, she went for that one, but she takes a bit of a risk now because she knows that she's got to go for broke. And so you're going to miss a few.
She has allowed Sabatini to get herself back in this game.
Deuce.
Wind seemed to catch that ball and make it very difficult to hit.
Frustration now starting to show on Zvereva. Sulking a little bit. Foot fault called against Sabatini. Faulted anyway. Another break point.
And that's what she's going to have to do in order to get back in the match. And then move into the net. Didn't have to move in then because the shot was so good.
The most important point really of the match so far, but you know, you see it's so difficult to hold your own at the net there. It isn't the easiest court in the world to get in because the balls stand up a little bit and give their opponent plenty of time to make their passing shot. Another great return of serve down the line from the deuce court.
Break point number 5 in the game for Zvereva.
How many game points has she missed this game?
Terribly over anxious to end the point quickly when she has the advantage. And that, of course, is inexperience. Just a wonderful get by Sabatini. And here's the drop shot. It looked like a perfect drop shot. Look at the speed with which Sabatini moves down the line and has her racket right out in front of her and just pokes it down that backhand side.
Sabatini came back from love 40 in the game.
Sabatini has just come up with some great retrieving when so often she has looked like she's out of the point, and that must be very discouraging to Zvereva.
Gabriela is really just so focused today. I mean, she's playing great stuff, but you know, Zvereva has obviously decided exactly what you suggested, Don, that she's got to be more aggressive and get into the front of the court. Very good.
Sabatini shielding her eye from the sun.
Avantage, advantage, Sabatini.
And not only a good serve with a short ball, but she came in just on a magnificent approach shot. And there was a piece of cake there overhead.
Longest game of the match.
Égalité.
It will be even longer. Deuce for the 5th time.
Yeah, excuse me, do you have that feeling that if Zvereva could just break serve and win this game, this match might just become a little tighter?
I agree with you so much, Donna. I keep having memories of the match they played at Wimbledon last year, and a lot of people had wondered whether it was the right match to put on the center court because they thought that Sabatini was just too good, and it looked as if it was going to be all over in a hurry, 6-love the first set. And then it did begin to change around.
Well, Sabatini prevailed in that game, 3-1. 5 deuces, and she came back from love 40.
She leads 3 games to 1.
And I think that Sabatini, what she's doing so well today is not letting up at all, because I had the feeling last time that she thought she was home and dry and took it a bit easy. She has just got so much more precise and concentrated. She just looks as if she wants every single point.
And she's played this way throughout the week.
And actually throughout the year, with a couple of exceptions. Just out.
Love 30.
0-30. Love 30.
Zvereva with that little two-handed drop shot, and she's trying an unbelievable winner cross court with just a little too much angle.
Sabatini puts it away with authority into the box seats.
An awesome display of power tennis by Gabriela Sabatini. Must remember, she's the only player this year to have beaten Steffi Graf, and she's done it twice.
Breaks her at love and has a commanding 4-1 lead in the 2nd set. The players' challenge continues after this.
She leads 4 games to 1.
Natalia Zvereva will add to that total today. I wonder how much of it she gets to keep.
Too good. Well, an interesting question, Pete, because the Soviet players were technically amateurs because they wanted to retain their amateur status until they knew that professionals were allowed to play in the Olympics, and they've only just recently been able to take their money. And of course, some of that will, or I would imagine, quite a high percentage would go back to the federation, but they definitely would keep some of it. Gabriela's are up there, aren't they? 18 years old.
30 love.
But Gabriela is beginning to look like a real challenger, as if she's really going to be up there constantly with Steffi Graf and potential winners of the major championships. She's looking so good.
Her ability and good looks have got her fat endorsement contracts.
What a good shot that was.
40 love.
I mean, it's becoming easier and easier for her today because she's not even thinking twice before just trying ambitious shots like that and coming off with them. And like that.
Well, she broke at love, and now she served the game at love for a 5-1 lead.
And that's a bit what happened in her previous couple of matches when she got her nose ahead and looked confident. She didn't hesitate for a second. She just got more and more ambitious and more adventurous, and they all came off.
0-15, love 15.
Love 15. Sabatini 3 points away from the title.
And the unforced errors mount up for Natalia.
One of her better shots of the match.
15 all.
Well, it hasn't happened very often.
No, she gleans the one winner here and there amongst all the losers. It's a good shot.
But two very aggressively played points by
30.
Zvereva. Three winners in one game.
40-15.
Well, she hasn't got anything to lose anymore. Almost down and out.
Quarante, 40-30.
40-30.
There was a shot she really didn't need to try. Sabatini to hit the ball so hard.
Égalité. Deuce.
Desperation.
Just trying to make it too good. Had some opportunities this game.
She doesn't really have any choice, though. I mean, she can't stay with Gabriela, so she's got to go for broke.
Match point.
Sabatini
Advantage.
is just always ready now for the drop shot and is there in plenty of time. What a a shot to hit match point down.
Égalité. Deuce.
Advantage Zvereva.
I must say that Natalia is not doing that well today, but she sure has some sparkling stuff to show us all the same. There's never a dull minute with her around.
Well, she's hit 4 winners in this game and still hasn't won the game.
Because they've been playing an hour now, and it looks like this match could conclude fairly soon. We will be hoping to bring you a live doubles championship match. Yana Novotna and her partner. It'll go at least another game. The Players' Challenge continues after this. Gabriela Sabatini of Argentina serving for the match.
Block 15. All. 15 all.
Got totally stuck in the middle there. She had what would have been one of her most apt shots to hit there if she'd let it bounce. Tied up in knots.
And Zvereva has not broken the service of Gabriela Sabatini all afternoon.
Pretty entertaining point, 30-15.
Just a great reach by Sabatini on the volley. She comes steaming in here, just able to get the drop shot, anticipates beautifully, and look at that long reach of hers off that backhand volley. She can do no wrong this afternoon. A definite threat at the U.S. Open.
40-15 and double match point for Sabatini. Gabriela Sabatini of Argentina is the 1988 champion at the Players' Challenge. Sabatini wins 6-1, 6-2. And the Players' Challenge will continue after this.
Membre du comité exécutif du Challenge Players et la directrice du circuit de la WITA, Miss Jean Nation. Le président de Tennis Canada, the president of Tennis Canada, Monsieur Bob Ray. Le directeur général de Tennis Canada, Tennis Canada Executive Director, Mr. Bob Moffat. Le directeur du Challenge Players et directeur des tournois professionnels de Tennis Canada, Players Challenge Tournament Director, and Director of Professional Tennis and Events Management for Tennis Canada, Mr. John Beddington. J'ai maintenant le plaisir de vous présenter celui qui a amené Players à commanditer le tennis au Canada il y a maintenant 10 ans, Monsieur Paul Paré, administrateur d'Imasco Limité.
Bon après-midi, mesdames et messieurs. Au nom des players, mes sincères remerciements aux dirigeants de Tennis Canada, de la Ville de Montréal, du gouvernement du Québec, aux officiels, aux bénévoles, et bien sûr à vous tous, amateurs de tennis. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our colleagues at Tennis Canada for continuing to support our sponsorships efforts. And we look forward to a long and continued involvement with this outstanding championship. On behalf of players, many thanks to the competitors who have provided us with a most entertaining 9 days of tennis. To the Women's International Tennis Association, the officials, and the many volunteers, and to all of you in particular, the tennis fans of Montreal. Also, I would like to say a special word of thanks to our tournament director who has put this all together, Mr. John Beddington. Gabriela Sabatini.
I think it was an excellent week for me. I know this tournament means very much, and it's very important for me to win this tournament. I'm more than happy, and I want to thank all of you for the support. It's very good help for me, and also I want to thank Tennis Canada for the tournament, and also to players, and especially to Sean Bennington, because he's been very nice with me, and of course all my friends from Argentina. Thank you.
Mesdames, Messieurs, merci. Dans quelques instants, la finale du double se déroulera sur le court central. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The doubles final will follow shortly on Serra Court. Donc, à tout à l'heure. Merci.
Natalia Zvereva is with us right now. Natalia, tough match today.
Yeah, that's right. I think I cannot do anything against her because she's the toughest player.
You must be very happy, though, with the week you had here. I mean, this has been a great experience for you.
Yeah, that was quite good victories against Martina, against Pam. I'm very happy.
Would that have to be the highlight of your short career so far, beating Martina here the other night?
Yeah, that's right. It's very important for me to beat players like Martina.
This will be something I'm sure you'll look back upon this week in Montreal as being one of the best weeks of your young career.
That's right. And also French Open's not bad too.
Now you're coming up to the U.S. Open and then the Olympic Games, two things that I'm sure are very important to you right now.
Yeah, that's right. It's my first goal for this year, it's Olympics Games. I will put all my power in that.
Well, we wish you the very best. It was an exciting week for you here. Best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Natalia Zvereva today, the loser to Gabriela Sabatini. We're back after this.